special guest today.
I figured we could start the Wellness Center, work down to the library, down to the dairy bar, and then just kind of go from there, and then finish with all the
dorms.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you got everything in the car?
Yeah, I didn't need anything.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to vlog number 3. Today we're gonna be touring SDSU. More or less, we're probably just gonna be walking around. And I got a friend here with me, Cadet Fedorchik, is a senior here at SDSU and is a bio major? Biochemistry. Today, let's go ahead and go for a walk and let's see what's all over the SDSU campus.
Yeah,
see.
we're locked. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says
You have to give them a call and they come on.
All right, so we're at the Wallace Center. Campus offers a lot of services at the SDSU Wellness Center, whether that be counseling, pharmacy, and the student health clinic. They offer many different resources for all you students in campus to use.
The Wellness Center obviously offers gym facilities. So right now during the COVID outbreak, there's some measures that have been put into place to enforce social distancing, but it's still a really good place to go in and get a workout. Or they also have a pool, and they also have a lot of cycling, spin classes, group fitness classes as well. The Wellness Center itself is free to use, plus all the amenities that come with it are free to use as well.
Yeah, which is really cool because we've actually tried a few of the classes in there, so that's pretty nice. This is our first stop. It's the Wellness Center. But yeah. Wait, you have never been in an SDSU football game?
Not as a student.
Oh my god.
I've either been working the cannon, color guard, ushering, or working on the ambulance. You get a flex on all your friends too, because you're down on the field.
You hear that, guys? If you join SDSU Army ROTC, you actually get a field pass, at least in some capacity. You do have to work, but nonetheless, you're down in the field. You're watching the game right then and there. So it's pretty cool. What's this building?
So here's ag engineering. This building, it's a lot, obviously, for agricultural majors. They have some lecture halls where you may have first year classes in there, but if you're an agriculture major, you're gonna have a lot of classes in here.
Oh yeah.
And they are building a brand new state-of-the-art precision agriculture engineering building. A little bit more that way. It's right in the it's in the works right now, but it's going to be a very big and a very nice new building. Hey guys, so the next step on our virtual tour here is Briggs Library. Briggs Library here, it's a very good resource for you, to find literature, to find books, to study. There are a lot of resources here to help you out as a student. For example, we have the Writing Center, where if you need help writing any of your term papers, any professional papers, you can go in and get help from English majors and professional writers. And then we also have a lot of study rooms here. So if you want to get a group of your friends for a study session, you can actually rent out for free at no cost. You can rent out study rooms, but have whiteboards and all the necessary materials that you need to have a good study session.
Oh yeah, obviously it's a library, great place to study. Upstairs there's some blue couches, which is one of the most comfortable couches you'll ever take a nap in. That's usually what people use it for. It's a very quiet area, so if you got nothing to do in between classes and you're feeling a little tired from studying, best thing you can do is go ahead and go up there, go to one of those blue couches, go ahead and take a snooze.
Right now, guys, we're at McFadden Biostress. There's a whole plethora of classes that you're gonna have here. I've had several different classes ranging from science to physiology, all sorts of classes. So this is a building that you might be familiar with when you come to campus or if you're already on campus. There's also, SDSU offers an EMT course, or your emergency medical technician course, and we actually have our training, all of our materials and the class, the lecture itself, the skills training happens in this building as well. So again, this is a really common building that has a lot of classes in it, so you'll probably find yourself here more than you think.
The dairy plant. All right, the dairy plant. Sweet.
So here we are, guys. We are now at the SDSU Dairy Bar. This is a really cool place on campus where SDSU makes all of their own ice cream, and it's absolutely delicious. And you can use your hobo dough or your flex dollars here, so you don't have to spend actual money on getting that ice cream fix throughout the year. So let's go check it out. Not only does SDSU have some of the best ice cream in the country, we actually invented a flavor, and that flavor is cookies and cream. So for all the people that cookies and cream is your favorite ice cream, well, we invented it here at SDSU.
And you got vanilla. All right, Fetty, where are we at now?
So right now, guys, we're at the testing center. So this is actually a really good resource that not a lot of people know about. If you ever had like really bad test anxiety or you need to make up a test, you can actually talk with your professor and take a regularly scheduled exam. You can set up a time to take it here at the testing center. So they have these booths that you can sit in with, it's very calm, relaxing, and safe environment. It's just a really good resource that not a lot of people know about. Okay guys, so now we're at Burg Ag Hall. This is the place where you're gonna have a lot of your first year biology courses as well as any other biology course. We actually do have our SDSU's anatomy lab, which is up on the 3rd floor on this side of the building. And our anatomy lab and our anatomy program, it's one of the, I would argue to say it's one of the best in the country. Just the faculty we have and the resources we have, where we actually have 2 cadavers every semester for students to learn from. And we also have an assortment of very detailed models that are a fantastic learning resource. And then again, like I said, you're gonna have, in this wing over here, you're gonna have a lot of your first year biology courses. And if you're anything in biology or STEM, you're gonna be in this building a lot.
Oh no, Fetty, look.
Okay guys, so you see that car right there that's driving away? That's the ticketing guy. Make sure you pay for a parking pass, or if you don't, look, watch out for that guy.
Oh gosh, watch out for that guy. He's got somebody.
He got somebody. So like you said, pay for your parking pass, or just don't park on campus.
I've had one class in here, I think.
Yeah, I see Briggs in here all the time.
Yeah, we had aviation law in here.
All right, guys. So now we're at arguably one of my favorite buildings on campus. This is Avera. So again, if you're a STEM major, you're going to be spending a lot of your time here. So like, as well as pre-pharmacy or pharmacy, a lot of your science classes are going to be in here. But at the same time, there's also a lot of other classes. Since there's so many classrooms in here, there's a lot of other classes that you may have in here. Anything on this side of the building is all research wings. So if you're in the STEM major, chemistry, biochemistry, pharmacy, anything like that, SDSU is really good about undergraduates doing their research. So you can get into a professional lab as a freshman and do research throughout your entire undergraduate career.
All right, so this is College Green, right? What is this?
That's College Green.
Yeah, this is College Green, and it's just a big, nice open area. Shows the beauty of our campus. You go through here when you're walking in between classes, going across Maderi, which is a street that's kind of just right by here. So yeah, just look at the beauty of College Green here.
Hey guys, so now we're at the Art Museum. This is another really cool thing the university has where a lot of South Dakota artists, their works have been published here. There actually is also a lecture hall in the basement, so don't be surprised if you see the Art Museum as a place you have a class this year. But again, it's a really cool thing to come check out, in between classes or just for something to do on a weekend. Hey guys, so now we're at the Campanile. They laid the first brick in, I believe it was 1929 from a donation from a 1909 graduate, Coughlin. He was the president of Briggs & Stratton. He was an engineering student here at State. It's 180 steps to the top, so it's a really prominent landmark on campus. Coming up, you can see it from miles outside of the city, and you ask anybody what probably their favorite thing on campus is, it's probably gonna be the Campanile, so.
Oh man, I hope the sprinklers don't turn on us. That's right over there. This is cool. Have they ever used this for anything?
The concert choir does some stuff out here.
college game day was actually right over there. So there's Campanile, and they actually did college game day right over there. Pretty cool.
So now we're at the Sylvan Amphitheater. SDSU has a lot of property that's been placed on the National Historic Register, and the Sylvan Amphitheater is one of those places. There's not really much that has really gone on out here, but the choir and the band, I do know they have some performances out here, but just another cool place on campus that you come and just hang out on a nice day. So behind me is Morrill Hall. This is more of the administrative building on campus. So the registrar, the bursar, if you have any financial things you have to sort out. We also have the information technology, the IT department here. So Morrill Hall, like I said, it's gonna be more administrative functions. You probably won't be in here very often. Here's a little trivia for you guys. Up until 1975, South Dakota State actually required all males entering SDSU to participate in Army ROTC for their first 2 years.
All right, military trivia with Fetty, go ahead.
What year did the first major air assault operation happen with the United States Army? I'll give you a hint, it was during the Vietnam War.
All right, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video, and go ahead and put your answer on the comments below. You have a chance this week to win our prize, which I'll get to in just a minute.
So here we are at South Dakota's premier engineering institute, the Jerome Lohr College of Engineering. If you're an engineering major, this is where you're going to spend a lot of your time. Over here we have the Brothers Engineering Hall, and behind me you can see our Daktronics Engineering Hall, and then behind Obi you can see our AME building. Any type of math class or engineering class, that's where you're going to be, as well as architecture, because AME stands for Architecture, Mathematics, and Engineering.
All right, so this will be a good segment to talk about last week's giveaway. Last week's giveaway is actually the winner of that giveaway is Mr. Russell Chavez. So congratulations on winning the Army ROTC Leadership and Excellence Metal Grill Spatula, and we'll send that straight to you right after this vlog.
So now we're at one of the newest buildings on campus. This is the Native American Cultural Center. The construction was just completed, and this just offers a place to commemorate and remember the large Native American tradition and population within the state of South Dakota. So now we're at Bailey Rotunda. Now Bailey Rotunda, this is where every student will have a class in here at some point. The lecture hall here can hold hundreds of students. And like I said, this is where you're going to see more of your traditional lecture style classes.
All right, so what we're getting into now is a lot of the housing areas. A lot of our housing areas are located in the southeast side of campus. Anywhere here in SDSU, you won't really be walking more than 20 minutes from one class to another. So it's pretty easy.
So now we're standing in the middle of Jackrabbit Village, or JRV, so we can see the 3 dorms in each direction here. This is mostly for second year students, because SDSU, you're required, there are a few exceptions, but you're required to live on campus for the first 2 years of your time here at SDSU. So now we're in front of Ben Rifle. This is one of the newer dorms on campus, and it's mostly for your first year living, but you can also live here as a sophomore.
Say hi to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
So here we are at Brown Hall, and Brown Hall is home of the Military LLC, and Brown Hall also houses the VARC, or the Veteran Affairs Resource Center. And the VARC is a fantastic resource for former active duty or National Guard cadets, as well as non-traditional students that have spent time in the military and now decide to pursue their education. So the VARC will help you with your GI Bill benefits and a whole host of other things.
On. Somebody in here? Oh, I don't know either. We just... It's Connie! Connie!
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Vlogging around?
Yes,
Vlogging around,
we're the
yeah.
vlogging! In here, Connie. Alright, we actually did find somebody in the VARC. I didn't think that we would, but if you guys have anything like VARC related or Veterans Affairs related, just speak to Connie. She's always here at the VARC. She's awesome. She's great. So I'm glad we actually saw somebody else on campus other than just us.
So usually campus is a lot busier than it is today.
Oh yeah, like we haven't. Well, we've seen a few people, but not really students per se. Yeah, so just us.
So here we are at the Honors College, or as it's affectionately known as Nerd Castle. So you can stay here as a freshman and sophomore. And Honors, the dorm itself is known for its 4-person and 8-person suites. It's also the headquarters to the Van D and Barbara Ree Fishback Honors College. So all the professional staff, the Honors College dean and administrators are located in this building as well.
Awesome.
We'll probably get it on the other side.
Okay. Let's go over here.
We'll wrap around. We've been Young, Pierson,
Yep.
and then finish up with the Union.
So Fetty, what do you do when you got a couple hours before PT or before class, like
So
right after
before
PT?
class, right after PT, it's going to be about 7 o'clock in the morning. As long as you don't have an exam right after, the best place to come and get your breakfast is Larson Commons. So again, just like you have to live on campus for the first 2 years of your time here at SDSU, you also have to have a meal plan. And with that meal plan, you can use Block, which is one swipe in to Larson's, where you can get good breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks throughout the day. So here we are at Binamis Hall. Binamis Hall, a lot of athletes stay in this dorm, freshmen and sophomores. It's one of the biggest dorms on campus, and it's situated right next to Larson Commons. But the thing is, Young Hall is the best hall. So here we are at Young Hall. This is actually where I've spent the past 2 years as a community assistant. Young Hall, again, is similar to Binamis, but better. It houses your freshmen and your sophomores, and you do see a lot of athletes that stay in this dorm as well. So here we are at Pierson Hall. Pierson Hall is typically where most of your agriculture students are going to be. Again, this is mostly a freshman dorm. So here we are at Matthews. Now Matthews is going to be more for the pre-med. There's a pre-med living learning community here, as well as a lot of nursing students and other STEM fields live in this dorm. So here we are at Schultz. Schultz is one of the newer dorms on campus as well, and the CA staff of Honors and Schultz, they work together. Again, this is a newer dorm. You usually see sophomores, but freshmen do live there as well. Here we are at Caldwell Hall. Caldwell Hall, again, has a lot of suites in it, so a lot of people will live here for that reason. And you'll have freshmen and sophomores here in Caldwell. So here we are at the Student Union. Now, the Student Union is in a very central location on campus, and there are a lot of things to do here at the Union, whether it to be hang out, rest in between classes, meet up with people for a group project, or eat. There are all sorts of options here at the Student Union.
Yeah. You just look at the Bumblebee. We just check it out. It's the Bumblebee.
So here we have Weary Will and Dirty Lil. Our homecoming is called Hobo Day. So on Hobo Day, everybody dresses up like bums and they have a good time. But Weary Will here and Dirty Lil are two of the most iconic figures here at SDSU.
All right, everybody, that's our virtual tour of South Dakota State University. I hope you enjoyed it. Fedorchik, I got anything to say?
No, thanks for joining us on the tour. SDSU is a lot more beautiful in person, so we hope to see you guys in the fall. And if you're already on campus, you know how beautiful SDSU is. But thanks for coming with us.
Awesome.